welcome back, you lovely weirdos, to this, the FIFA 17 Ajax Career Mode. And guys, this will be the final episode of me broadcasting live from underneath a blanket in my parents' living room. Yes, I'm heading back to LA, and yeah, this is the death. This is the finale of hashtag Blanket Modest, yes. And this will be the final episode of 2016 that I probably put out. It's been a shit year, huh? Yeah, but I'd like to wish a happy, 2017 to all y'all guys. Now let's go ahead and get into it. You guys went ahead and voted for Abdelhak Nouri. And a lot of people in Holland, a lot of people all over Europe are saying that this guy is truly, and I sound like a broken record when I say that, like, oh, he's the next big thing from Ajax because they're a football factory. But no, this guy is a level above, okay? Like the other guys that we were talking about, they were just kind of, they were Pidgeys and Rattatas. This motherfucker Charizard. I mean, he tiny like a Charmeleon, but look at him on the pitch, man. Dynamic, fluid, improvisation, technical abilities out the wazoo. Look at this close control dribbling. The way that he just carves apart this defense. No one can touch him. The little body feints, the small things, the ball loves him. It just sticks to the bottom of his foot. His ability to take on players, to turn it. Look at this. Absolute humiliating people on the pitch, man. He was a level above. He's just so, he's so fun to watch. His ability, his fearlessness to take on players, the little feints, the dinks, and all that goody goodness. My God. Just going across, get wrecked, my son, get wrecked. Could work a little bit on his finishing. If there's one weakness, he's gotten a bit of a powder shot. But when you humiliate people, this man retired. True story. The number 5 guy, he retired right after that. Absolute destruction, my God. And the man has a bit of flair. He loves him a back heel flick. I mean, my God, I've never seen a man more accurate with a back heel in my life. Look at that, 2 touches with the back heel, plays it in perfectly. So I believe Eunice right there, and they flip it on back again. Look at this pass. This pass does not belong in the game of soccer, man. And even when he messes up his back heel pass, he somehow finds a way to go ahead and get it and score. And look at this. Lovely stuff. He plays naturally at cam. Look at these passes. He definitely can thread a ball in or two. Incisiveness, directness, good vision, picks his head up, goes ahead, delivers it perfectly weighted so that the striker can go ahead or the winger can run onto it, take one touch, slot it home, good, finish, my son. And then make a bit of space room with the body feints, opens up, and he can bang. He's got a cannon. Well, not really a cannon. You can see there's a big old dip on his shots. Not the highest. He's like a short guy. He's only like 5'6", but he can put some bend and he can put some dip on these balls. And when I was trying to find, I couldn't really think of a player that really kind of emulates like his style. Maybe like a modern day player, but kind of like Eden Hazard. Who's very tricky, has a bunch of tricks, can actually deliver a good pass or two, and actually has a very nice free kick on him. Good stuff, good dip. And look at this, bang it, my son. Ooh, bottom corner, you never get into that one. And this is just a myriad of him when he was playing in the U team as well as playing with the first team. And this is him on his debut for Ajax, living up to the tradition, of course. Of course, he scores on his debut. Abdelhak Nouri, remember the name, man. In future years, when I was thinking of players to kind of compare him with, I'm thinking that he's kind of like Ronaldinho. I'm not saying that he's going to be as good as Ronaldinho, but I'm saying, the ability to take players on, humiliate players, and put in one from distance and put in some free kicks. This guy has a lot of the same attributes. Unfortunately, only 73 rated to start off with, and he's not all that great now. So he is a future project, but if you checked out the last episode, I think his height and his agility makes him so, tenacious. Very, very, he was just cutting through people. Now, we are going through a couple of things right here. We used a little bit of cheese. We're, kind of determining, should we bring in Jeremiah Husti? And should we go ahead and sign Eduardo Rossi? You went ahead and voted, ladies and gentlemen. But I need you guys to go ahead and vote on Husti right here. Go ahead, vote on that. But you went ahead and voted in the last episode about Eduardo Rossi, our Brazilian wonderkid, our scout future star, 91 to 94 potential, value already almost at $1 million, and he's still in the Toekomst Academy. And we're going to go ahead and sign him up. What an episode, guys. We profiled Abdelhak Nouri, we signed Eduardo Rossi, and now we have the biggest rivalry, Feyenoord, a game that all Ajax fans know. You don't have to win it, but you simply cannot lose. Lose? And we really can't. As you can see right here, I mean, technically we can. We have a lovely 9-point lead atop of the division in the Eredivisie, but there's still a lot, about half of a season left to play. And this one, since I am still in San Francisco, we're going to cut it a little bit short, and since we profiled Abdelhak Nouri, only 2 games in this episode, my apologies, but I will have to go ahead and pack stuff up and travel right after this. So wish me, you know, it would mean a little bit something. You should wish me some safe travels in the comments down below as well. But we're starting all the big names in here. No real, you know, except, you know, Feyenoord over here is actually starting to hit Sanchez. It's just got into this weird thing. I think Sanchez like picked up a knock for a little bit, and now he's in the rotation with the second teamers. We're going to try to go ahead and fit him in where we can. But as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead away from home. Of course, we picked up our... Of course, we went ahead and won our first match up against Feyenoord at home. And look at this, top scoring teams. We scored 51, but Feyenoord's right there, man. They got some firepower. We're at 51, they're at 56. A lot of dangerous people, especially Jorgensen is right behind Dolberg's son, trying to race for that golden boot. Elia, always dangerous on the sides. Ajax, we're going to go ahead and line up in our traditional 3-4-3 total footballing formation. Dolberg, Bailey. I keep on calling him Bailly because I'm a Manchester United fan. Adam Milson goes ahead, gets another start. He's been playing very well ahead of Bertrand Traore, making him a little bit expendable. Now Tibbling over to the top. Feyenoord was going to be dangerous early on. We have very loose marking right here. Just getting Boer just turned in knots. And Jorgensen doing Jorgensen things. We are down early. And an ugly, just trepidatious goal that we give up right there. Loose, man. That is a loosey-goosey in the back. Just back and forth from Boer, and then don't even track the run of their big old target man into the back one. Onana, not really his fault right there. Jorgensen, that is what he does. He goes ahead, hammers it home. Pretty much the Andy Carroll back in his day, back in his heyday. But then, right off the kickoff, they say you are most susceptible right after you have scored. Can we bring something right off the line? 16th minute. The Ajax fans being patient, working it around. Ziyech holds up the play. Lovely run for Boer. Can he make up for his marking mistake? Yes, he does. Lovely finish from the big bad Boer. He seems pretty happy to still be here. Oh, lovely tuck away. Get in, my son. Ziyech goes ahead. Patient play. Steps up. Luring, trapping. Goes ahead. You've activated my trap card. Young Feyenoord defender takes one step up. Boer runs into the space vacated, and it is a black goalie on black goalie battle. And right now we are all tied up at 1 apiece. Jorgensen's header to Boer's a lovely, delectable, strike. But then Feyenoord would come again. Birds into the danger man. Not as good with his feet as he is with his noggin, Jorgensen. Let's go ahead and keep it that way. Dendonker going ahead, linking up with Ziyech. Can we get another good pass in here? Patient play once again. Lovely stuff from Boer. Now getting himself an assist and linking up with who else but the Dolberg-san. Good patient play. I've been playing more fun, and that's been allowing me to be more patient onto the ball. And what the heck? The Ajax people are doing the, what is that thing called? The Poznan. Celebration back, a lovely run, good vision from Boer to go ahead and put it onto his left foot, no less. And, anywhere in the box, he is absolutely clinical, and that'll push him all alone atop of the league. I think what's-his-face is right behind him. Jorgensen is right behind him. 15 goals so far, and we're a little bit past the halfway season. Can he hit 30? He's going at a torrid pace, but now, can we find one more? Dolberg going ahead, linking up with Boer, who's on. And how is this not a foul, ref? That is absolutely ridiculous. Now they're onto the counter, flipping it over into the middle. Trepidatious stuff over to the Elia. Terrible. Wasteful, man. He had the opportunity, but then once again on the counter, they have the numbers. Where is our defense? Flipping it over into the middle, and we are torn asunder once again. The game is tied once again. And Onana beat once more. Another header. Another one. Jesus Christ. This man's forehead is made of titanium. He's adamantium. He's the freaking Wolverine, man. Jorgensen. 14 goals right behind Dolberg. That's what I'm saying. He's right behind the Dolberg son. Going ahead and gets himself his brace, both with that metallic the metallic noggin of his. Then he wants hungry. Can he get a third one? Kurt Dukout. goes ahead, gets it flipped away, but we're able to stunt that attack. Ugh, cagey stuff. This is a derby, but it's living up to its moniker. We are once again torn asunder. Vilhena, Onana, good save. Not something that I said all too often in this match. The black goalie off wasn't much of a goalie off in general. Then Dodonka gets slotted over. Clausen runs onto it, finds a bit of space and puts it wide. Not what you want from your captain in that position. Or maybe that's why he's not one of the captains. Darman got to go ahead and rectify that. Getting it onto his right foot. The goalie was beaten. He just had to put it on. He's got 80 plus finishing. And now Dolbergson has a yard of space, fires it across. But Vermeer able to deflect it out. Once again, the two decent saves that you actually see this one. Then Ziyech onto his non-preferred right foot tries to finesse it. And he goes wanting a little bit far of that post, but not too far as you can see on this replay. Once again, the keepers, we were basically just playing against ourselves as well. The keepers don't do it all too much. Now Elia flipping it in, doing a little bit of trickeration. Unmarked to the top of the box. What a freaking game. And once more, we're going to have to chase this match. Feyenoord go ahead 3-2. Poor defending on my part. I know and a lot of you guys have been like, hey, you got to play more defensive. You're being too leaky in the back. But they scored the first goal early on. Usually my strategy is to get that first goal, then we go ahead and take it back. We've never been ahead in this match. We play to win, and we play to score goals. And once more, we're going to have to play to chase the game. Now, can we find the equalizer? Dodonker over to Bailey. Bailey gets taken out. Poor. It's getting cagey. It's getting rough. But we do have a free kick in a dangerous position. Ziyech is going to go ahead, step up. Yes, my son! Ziyech! He's been quiet. He's been quiet for the past maybe like 6 to 5 episodes. But showing up when we needed him most. Up against our arch rivals in Feyenoord. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. And we're fucking back at it. Get fucked. Black goalie. Not a racial thing. Not a racial thing. I like black goalies. You know, I have a black goalie friend in Onana. You know, nothing. But anyway, let's go ahead and get it on. 3-3, game on. Will there be one more goal in this game? 6 goals. Will there be a 7th? Jorgensen lurking, swimming, trying to go for the RKO out of nowhere. Dangerous stuff. Tete getting into the path of it. Goes it over to Dendonker. Just clear it, my son. Get rid. And that would be the final chance of the game. An absolute barn burner. Entertaining stuff. And a result that we could live with. We didn't lose. With a 9-point lead, yes, we might have conceded a little bit of ground to PSV and Santi Escobar, but it's not as bad as taking the L and letting Feyenoord creep up with 3 points. So, a decent result. Not a good day for black goalies, if I'm going to be honest, but, you know, big boys stepping out when we need them. Bazoer, Ziyech, and Dolberg. Jorgensen terrorizing me. I got to look up more on that kid. Wow. He's starting to become like an Ajax killer over here. The lovely stuff. Bazoer seems pretty happy, and you guys seem happy. You guys went ahead and voted, and you seem that you're pretty happy that he's here. And without him, we don't win this match, man. Getting himself an assist and a goal. Lovely tuck away. His finishing's not even that high, but he took it like a freaking pro. Well, he is a pro, but he took it like a champ. That's what I'm saying. Celta Vigo all of a sudden coming back with Pione Sisto or Amin Younes. I don't think we're gonna actually go ahead and do this because simply because we can't. As you can see right here, we just do not have the funds to go ahead and do that. But quick reminder right here, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and vote. Should we bring in, you know, Jeremiah St. Just? Go ahead and put that in the vote. As we go into our second match, we're starting a lot of the second teamers. We're going up against a RODA JC here. Now with the notes that I have written down, RODA JC, you know, a long tradition in the Eredivisie. They were in the Eredivisie for 41 years. Until they were relegated in 2014, but they popped right back up. So I kind of look at them as kind of like the Aston Villa of the Eredivisie. A lot of the second teamers are in here. Bertrand Traore going ahead getting up. Isak Van der Beek, Nouri getting his first start. Even then, but this is another weakness of Nouri. Look at this. We've had almost a full week, and still a couple of these guys don't have full stamina in there. Backline: Sinkeraven, Veltman, Delight, Onana getting another one. I was thinking about, you know, starting Filar, but that kind of came down to we kind of need to win or at least keep pace of this game because it's getting a little bit tight. And Svilar has been playing okay, but I just couldn't risk it right now. We do sit atop of the league as right here, maintaining onto our lead. PSV actually dropping points. Very, very interesting. I guess they took the L on that one. You hold this L, PSV. So now they conceded the draw, turning out to be a better result than we had originally imagined. Isak starts out up front. Shona, Van de Beek, and Galmedes in the midfield, along with the star man of the episode, Nouri. Can he make his mark? Usually they know it's their episode. Will that be another one? RODA JC playing once again in a non-traditional formation. I don't even know what this is. A 4-5-1 or a 4-4-1-1? I guess. So maybe not the best formation to rock the 3-4-3 up against. Usually we do a lot better at tearing apart, 4-3-3 teams. Now we got a little bit of distance from Boppy Lawton, flipping it in. Then Paulson going ahead, getting it in. Both of us, having decent chances, but, kind of half chances in. No one really seemed to be bringing on their finishing boots. But Isak, go ahead, plays it in Nouri. It is your moment, tries to chip the keeper. Too much power onto it. I don't even know why I chipped. I should have just finessed or gone power at the near post. But I wanted to do something audacious because it was his episode. It's like their birthday. Every time they get the episode, I want them to have, their fancy moment in it. Now, going ahead, flipping it into the middle. Good hold-up play from Isak. Good strength going on over to Nouri. This is what I'm talking about, man. Look at this absolute destruction, wiggling, squiggling his way. But unfortunately, it was kind of an allegory for him, man. Look at the Berba spin to absolutely rinse through defenders, then 5 holes to the final defender, but pushed a little bit wide. His finishing, a little bit suspect, especially early on, but showing promising signs. Nouri, the danger man, onto it once again, over to Shona, back to Isak. Isak playing a 1-2 with Shona! Oh, shit! And there we go. My freaking God. I don't know. He's so good. The old man has got a freaking gun. Do not mess with him. Get off of his front porch because he has got a cannon in that left foot of his. Rifled is an understatement. Absolute. The top Binius, the Minius Maximus. Shona, the Danesman, the Great Dane, the Great Old Dane. Going ahead, turning back time, using the Time Wizard. We're going to just keep on referencing Yu-Gi-Oh references. I've been watching too much on freaking Hulu. And he says, don't do it, Kaiba, because it's time to do. And now flipping it into the middle, Onana, going ahead, getting himself a fine save. I'm doing that so I can play the song a little bit right here. And we're going to the halftime, nursing a 1-goal lead. But this will be the story of the second half. Jace, RODA JC kept on coming, and they would find themselves in some pretty good positions. The only thing is, much like real life Aston Villa, they've never even heard of finishing boots. His issue. 79-minute. Go ahead, bring in a couple of fresh faces, but it wouldn't even help. Look at this, they're in on goal, playing it over, and what are you doing? At least make Onana work. Can't even put it on target. Great wasted chance right there. Absolutely. And then another good incisive pass, and then once again, not even putting it on target. And let's see, guess what happens on this one? Beautiful vision. They're turning into Barcelona now, Arsenal-esque. And what happens again? They're pushing it wide. We are extremely lucky to go ahead and be in this episode. Now Nouri goes ahead, flinging it from distance. And that'll be it. That'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. Shona going ahead, getting the goal, getting the man of the match over here. Mediocre. Mediocre from us and the youngsters. A little bit disappointing. Nouri, good in spots, was bright. Isak going ahead, getting himself an assist. But there you go. Same shots. But we had 4 shots. They had 0. Absolute 0 shots on target. We played anyone better. They would absolutely done us in. So I think that's a little bit of a wake-up call, although we aren't going to be playing too many matches with, complete second-teamers out there in the Eredivisie. We had to play them because we have the Champions League match coming up for us in 2 days. But there we go. Eduardo Rossi, contract offer accepted. Does he make his debut? When does he make his debut? Does he make his debut up against Napoli in the Champions League? What absolute scenes, man. Is he ready? Go ahead, leave a vote right now. Do we start Eduardo Rossi, or is he too young? Do we start him in the Champions League right now? And you're going to have to hold on and wait up to see and check out all of his stats in the next episode. A little bit of a cliffhanger. Anyway, guys, my name is B Modest. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I'd like to wish all you guys a, happy early New Year's. And hopefully may your 2017s be absolutely, nipple rock hard awesome. But as for me, I'm going to go ahead, take this blanket off of my head, pack up all my stuff, and head back down to LA. Alright, guys, that is all from me. Be modest, but stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird. Alright, blanket, let's go. This is how I sound without the blanket. See if you can tell the difference. Probably not.